ES Audio.
Hello, I'm Mark Blunden and this is the Evening Standard's Tech and Science Daily. Coming up, robot dogs unleashed at the airport. Let's get started. It's the homeward leg for NASA's Orion space capsule, which has made a final lap around the moon before heading back to Earth. The spacecraft made a last pass to come within 80 miles of the lunar far side, and we used the power of the moon's gravity to help catapult it nearly 250,000 miles back to our planet. Orion launched 3 weeks ago, but without a crew, and it was strapped to the most powerful rocket ever built by NASA. The next flight is planned for 2024 with 4 astronauts aboard. The aim is to put human boots on the moon for the first time in half a century. Next. OK Google, will you be irrelevant in 2 years when the robots take over? That's what Gmail founder David Friedberg is forecasting after OpenAI released access to its artificial intelligence-powered chatbot called ChatGPT. The AI chatbot has been going down a storm on social media due to its pretty good long-form writing skills, which is even impressing, or should that be worrying, academics. Amid the debate over AI bias, one researcher told CNN there are concerns that ChatGPT can give plausible sounding but incorrect or nonsensical answers, further muddying the waters of facts online. Now, research by the consumer watchdog Which has found that social media users are still being bombarded with misleading and potentially fraudulent investment ads. So what should we be on the lookout for? Here's Which senior lawyer Lisa Webb.
We were looking at investment adverts, and our research involves searching for risk factors like the ad not including a risk warning, or things like promising sensational or life-changing returns. And that old adage of if it looks too good to be true, it probably is, really does ring true in these scenarios.
Which researchers also wrote their own algorithm to sniff out dodgy ads, where apparently social media companies couldn't. So what now?
Paid for scam advertising really needs to be covered by the online safety bill, and that needs to come in as soon as possible, because these types of adverts have the ability to mislead people into losing huge sums of money.
So as usual, keep your spidey senses alert to those online frauds. A Robo dog is being deployed at London's Heathrow Airport for the first time. It's one of the 4-legged canines being built by Boston Dynamics, whose model name is Spot, but at Heathrow it's called Dave, which is connected to cargo scanning software to work in tunnels.
This gives them the ability to set up missions, and the dog can then walk around on its own, take scans, and then come back, dock, and then upload all the digital data of a nighttime, ready for the day team in the morning.
That's Paul Williams, Heathrow Cargo Tunnel Project Director, and here's Project Manager Marnie Grove on the robot's night shift work.
One of the benefits that Dave offers us is by sending him into some of our more challenging and confined spaces. Whilst the teams are working from a safe distance, it allows us to de-risk some of those activities and keep everyone on site safe.
Robot won't be engaging with customers yet, with bosses saying its main role right now is to improve safety and support the digitisation of construction. A new month and a new COP Summit, and this one's aimed at helping improve the world's biodiversity.
COP15 is absolutely pivotal because up to now we know that all global indicators and targets for nature have been missed. So this is the opportunity to set a global framework that is specific and achievable.
That's London Zoo Director Dr. Andrew Terry, who explains how critical investment is.
So the UN is estimating, I think, about 350 billion a year needs to be invested in nature to see the recovery that we know needs to happen. So that's the target. To achieve that, we need to see new financing streams from public and private sector sources.
The COP15 Biodiversity Summit in Montreal is the nature equivalent of the recent COP27 Climate Summit in Egypt, with world governments hoped to agree targets halting the destruction of the natural world. Let's go to the ads. Coming up, Musks Neurolink faces animal welfare questions and why sniffles are common in cold snaps. Why not hit rate and follow in the meantime? Welcome back. Elon Musk's brain chip spin-off Neuralink is being investigated over its treatment of animals after reports of 1,500 deaths in 4 years, including 280 sheep, pigs and monkeys. Reuters reports the medtech firm is being probed by the US Department of Agriculture's Inspector General over accusations of needless deaths and suffering as part of its animal testing. Neuralink is building a brain chip implant it's claimed could help people who are paralysed or who have other brain injuries walk again. But it's being reported that staff are making complaints that failed experiments are being repeated to boost development speed. Neuralink has yet to comment. Now, Warner Brothers has released a trailer of the latest science fiction film by Parasite director Joon-ho, starring a shirtless Robert Pattinson. Mickey 17 is an adaptation of Edward Ashton's book Mickey 7, and it features a cloned worker called an Expendable who's dispatched on dangerous missions due to the clone's easy replaceability, but with a twist. And Mickey 17 is going to be a while in the works, as it's not due for global release until March 2024. And finally, feeling sniffly? Scientists have uncovered the biological reason why colds are more common in chillier temperatures. Researchers at the Mass Eye and Ear Hospital and Northeastern University say their findings offer the first biological evidence for why respiratory illnesses like colds, flu and COVID-19 are more likely to spike when the temperature drops. Their study suggests that this immune response inside the nose is suppressed by colder temperatures, and the illnesses are not more common simply because people are stuck indoors. You're up to date. Come back at 4 p.m. for The Leader from the Evening Standard here in London. Tech and Science Daily is back tomorrow at 1 p.m. See you then.